Be smart, dummy, dummy, be smart. He said that fool, you weren't cool. He took a book to your school. Be smart, dummy, dummy, be smart. Don't get shocked if you get mocked. It's what you find when you use your mind. Don't you sweat it, look 'em in the eye. Don't regret it, hold your head high. Be smart, dummy, dummy, be smart. Try to show some tenderness, even when they're playing chess. You think it's dumb to be smart, but that's the way you make art. So be smart, dummy, dummy, be smart. Use your brain, that's a start. It's okay to be smart. Don't you think that you are cool? Sorry, dummy, the joke's on you.
Hi, I'm James Eade, and this is Change Your Mind. I live in the divided states of America. How do we become more unified? Well, unity is not uniformity. We don't have to act alike, dress alike, think alike, look alike. But how do we go about becoming more unified? We try to change other people's minds. But what about changing our own minds? We're not taught how to do that. We often don't concentrate on doing that. We think what we thought and we think we're right. And we try to change other people's minds to be more in sync with ours. But there's another approach. And so Change Your Mind is dedicated to teaching me how to change my mind and to lead by example so that maybe you can think about changing yours. But it's the end of 2023, and rather than look back the past year, I want to look forward to the coming year. What is 2024 going to mean to changing my mind? I'm going to show you a little banner across the bottom of the screen right now. You see the Change Your Mind scrolling. This is info@airu.tv, and you can write to me and suggest a topic, and you might be a guest on the show. There's all sorts of topics: immigration, national debt, book banning, democracy versus autocracy. There's lots of things that we can talk about. The Supreme Court, why has it become so political? Why has the trust in the Supreme Court gone down so much? We've lost trust in so many institutions. How do we go about repairing that trust? What does it mean to be a just society? I often think about that, and whether or not the country I live in is just. And we have homelessness, and I sometimes throw my hands up, and somebody will come on the show and teach me how to change my mind about that, not be so discouraged, to think more positively about what we can do. These are types of things that I just think about and don't have any particular understanding of how to solve them, but people help me see what it is that I can do as an individual. And in artificial intelligence, AI is the buzzword all around now. And what does that mean to our society? What's going to happen? But what's going to be my focus in 2024? My focus is really going to be about spirituality and the freedom from addiction that I wrote about in my book, Freedom. And that book is dedicated to helping others find their own path. I'm not telling them what to do. If you're struggling with addiction, or if you're a member of a family with someone in it struggling with addiction, there are multiple ways of finding peace, finding serenity, regaining confidence in your own decision making. I've become a productive member of society when I was not in the past. And this is one of the things that you can do. You can restore people's confidence. It's about empowering them again, not judging them, not putting them down, not making them feel shame. Fear and shame are two of the lowest vibrations you can have. I never made any good decisions based on fear or shame. So banish them or let them fall away and regain confidence in yourself. I'm going to talk to people who are experts, more expert in this field than I am. But I have talked warts and all about my own struggles and how I came out the other side. And in 2024, I want to do that because addiction is ravaging this country. and it's opiates, it's alcohol, it's this or that. It doesn't matter. Overeating, workaholics. What we find others, we have more in common than we have different about ourselves. And if you talk to only people that have suffered from your own type of addiction, you'll learn things. But if you talk to people that have suffered from other types of addictions, you'll see how much is in common. And you will see how much that the answers are alike. And so in 2024, I want to spend more time thinking about the struggles of individuals in a society. We have social media now, which when I was growing up, I didn't have to deal with. What has that done to the young people in our society? Uh, and what is it like to be young today? I had a guest in 2023 that taught me about abstract art in in ways that I had never thought about it before. So there's a variety of topics that we can discuss. But if you want to talk about your struggles with addiction and how you've overcome them, you can come on the show. I can keep your face hidden, so your anonymity is preserved. You don't have to. But if you want to come on and talk to me, one person or another, because I'm out. This is the gay community has taught me this. I don't out anyone else, but I'm out. So I hold my head high and look people in the eye. I'm not ashamed that I struggled with alcohol. And if you have, uh, you're one of millions of people who have. And you've probably beaten yourself up over it, made promises to yourself that you failed to keep, promises to others that you failed to keep. These are the things that can hold us down. And learning to look back at the past without judgment. You can learn from it because the past forms us, but it can inform us. We look back at it without judgment. If we do not pass judgment on others and ourselves, we will find ways to live a better life, a life worth living. This is the gift that I have given to myself by remaining clean and sober. Now, if you can do that, you will find that the life that you're leading is maybe beyond your wildest dreams, maybe beyond what you can imagine, because we all dealt with the sense of hopelessness. And this is part of the show, is when I feel hopeless or helpless to deal with the subject, some guests will come on and give me hope. And this is the message for 2024. There's still hope in this country. Yes, there's always been divisions in this country. Yes, we're still divided in many ways, but we do not want to have leaders that fan the flames of hatred, of division. We do not want someone pouring gasoline on the fires that can erupt around us because we think someone is not like us. They don't look like us. They don't think like us. So they must be destroyed. There's too much of that kind of thinking in the world and in our country now. And we don't want to fan the flames of it. And so our political leaders must be people that want to unite rather than divide. And if your strategy is to divide and conquer, I urge people not to elect those types of leaders. And I am left of center, and if you want to come on and try to change my mind about politics, please do. info@airu.tv is the way to contact me, the way to get your voice heard. This is Pod TV. It has over 2 million viewers, and I think that you will be heard, perhaps by people that think like you, and perhaps by people that don't think like you, and you might have the opportunity to change their minds, or by our interaction, your mind might be changed. It's possible. And this is the thing, is that if we listen to one another instead of trying to instruct one another, trying to fix one another, if we listen, we can learn. And when we learn about others, we find that we have so much more in common. What unifies us is so more powerful than what divides us. Yet, we have focused on division. The message of Change Your Mind is to focus on unity. The more we can be unified, the stronger we are as a country, as a people, as a society. And I think any society that takes care of its neediest is the best kind of society to live in. And if you think by stepping on someone else's neck is the way to lift yourself up, I've got trouble with that thinking, and I will try to change your mind. But I'm listening. I'm listening to your voices as well. And if you want to change my mind, all you have to do is write to me on info@airu.tv. Now, the interviews are done in real time, but they're recorded. So if you want to come out and spout things that I don't want to broadcast, I'll just scrap the recording. So you can come on and speak politely, speak about problems and solutions, not just your sermonizing. And so I say less sermonizing, less judgment. These are the ways that we make progress in finding out what we have in common. And what we have in common is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without judging others. They don't have to do it your way. And if they're doing it a different way, be happy for them. This type of happiness is possible. So we can all change. And there is no change without change within. It's inside ourselves where we begin. It's not our brains. It's not our hearts. It's deep inside where it starts. And I appreciate your listening. And remember, every weekend is a new beginning.